those summer days we can love at once and collapsing. I put a gentleman.
But I don't speak Korean, sorry about it. How many of you are teachers? Teachers? How many of you are teachers? Okay, how many of you here as parents? Parents? Oh, I see. Okay, before I start, I want to play games with you. Do you like games? Yes. Good, okay. Please stand up and make groups of about at least 4 people. 4 people or 5 or 6 or something like that. Just make a circle. Circle? Can you make a circle? Okay. So, okay, with your left up, and the next person's finger ring, okay? So make a circle. You have to make a circle, okay? Okay? Okay, up, down, and then I will say catch. So you have to escape, okay? At the same time. Up, down, catch! Up, down, catch! Up, down, catch! Okay, now I'll do another game, okay? When I say look up, and look down. And when I say catch, you have to catch somebody's eye contact. So you have to look at somebody, okay? Look. And if the person that you're looking is also looking at you, you will say, yay, with the person because you like that person, okay? Okay, so look up, look down, and look at somebody, catch. Yay! No, didn't work. Okay, look up, look down, catch. You have to look at somebody, okay? You have to send you a key, okay? Key. Okay, look up, look down, catch. Okay, you have to look at somebody and say, yay, okay? Okay, now can you make pairs? Can you make pairs? Make pairs with somebody. Pairs? Pair? Okay, now say one, and do this with, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you go down, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished, okay? And do this as fast as you can. Younger people are faster, okay? Watch out. 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, if it didn't work, your partner was bad, right? So let's change the partner one time, okay? Change partner. This time you are going to succeed, okay? If your partner is good. Okay, so remember, okay? 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, please sit down. Thank you for playing with me. These are very simple games called trust games. So please try with your students if they feel not so well, okay? These are the kind of games that will make everybody friendly. friendly games. So first one is called up, down, catch. Okay? Up, down, catch. And the second one is called look up, look down, and catch. Catch. And the third one is clapping game. 1, 2, 5. Clapping game. Okay. Do you know how to play those games?
Yes.
Easy, huh? Okay. Now, today I'm going to talk about weekend, the course book, new course book, and was starter, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. These are not published yet. Maybe these are on the ship from Singapore. Are they here? Maybe? No, not yet. Okay. They are on the boat. Okay. So it took me 3.5 years to write all this, all the student book and workbooks and CDs and interactive website and cards and posters and etc. 75 items, right? And I did that all through emails. So okay, can you go? Okay. We have, I live in Tokyo, and my co-author lives, Glenn McDougall is my co-author. He's a writer and he lives in Tokyo too. And Leslie Ito is, Glenn is Australian. Leslie is American. She wrote the teacher's manual, and Chisato Yamashita wrote the teacher's manual in Japanese. Mayumi Tabuchi is Japanese. She wrote 3 phonics workbooks, so it's coming too. And we did all this work through internet. Isn't that great? Like all the editors, some of the editors live in Australia, some in Hong Kong, and all the recordings, CDs were made in Canada, and some of the illustrators are in Australia or Mexico or Argentina or Europe or South Africa, we don't know. It was a team of about 30 people, only worked through email for the last 3.5 years. And I got to know how to read the email very well through this experience, right? I have to read the email very carefully and read between the lines, right? How angry is this editor by now, or something like that. Okay, this weekend, by the way, the title weekend, I used this title before Obama, okay? Obama started only 1 year ago or so, but I've been working on this for 3.5 years, okay? So Obama imitated me. Okay. We can, yes we can. Okay, 3 special features, and it's made very simple way all through the book. Learn it, the left-hand side. Always, 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 whatever book, left-hand side, learn it. And right-hand side, use it. This course book is meant for communication, right? So when you learn one thing, use one thing. Knowledge and communication on 2 pages every single time. And at the bottom there is a place called check it. So that's the goal. It's called the goal-oriented course book for children. So you check each time. After each 2 pages, you check to see if the students have acquired enough language skills and the communication skills each time. And it's not a test. You try to check it, and you try to encourage it, and you praise it. You say, good. You can do it. Yes, we can do it. I can do it. You can do it. Yes, we can do it. That's the spirit. Okay? And I have set up 384 goals. Goals, right? So that's why it took me so long, 384 goals. That's a lot of goals. 2 words, real communicative English. Communication is a big thing, right? I wrote this so that the children all over Asia can communicate in English in 20 years, 30 years, much, much better, right? I know that Korean children are doing much better than Japanese children, but still, everybody in Asia or in the world must be able to communicate in English in 10 years, 20 years, in 30 years. There's no doubt about it. So communication is very important. But, of course, many people have taught grammar, words, memorization, test, that way for many years, and it's such a big challenge to change into communicative way of teaching, right? It is so in Japan, but okay. And there is this is the interactive website. It's coming. It's not ready yet. It will be ready next month. Children can, if they register, they can communicate through the interactive website with the user of the other countries. I have finished the goal, 255. Where are you? How about you? Or how are you? Or they can send the mails to each other. That's another feature of this series. And I want to talk a little bit about what a can-do statement. I said that there are 384 goals, and these are called can-do statements. And can-do statement is a statement of clear goals shared by students and teachers. What happens usually in classroom is teachers always think that today I'm going to teach this and that and that, and many parents ask when their children come back from the English class, what did you learn today? And the children will say, well, we play some games. And mommy will say, what kind of games? Well, it was fun, like that, right? We sang songs, maybe we played a game, but I don't know, There's a big gap between what the teachers think and what the children think, right? And what the parents think. So, what I have planned is to have a very clear goal so that the teachers, not only the teachers, but also the students know what they are going to learn. They are learning and what they can do. Yes, we can, right? Each time. And assessment of what student can do. Do not ask, teachers, don't ask, what did I teach today, right? Or what did I teach last week? Or what did I teach last year? If you ask your students, what did I teach last year? They will say, I don't know, right? I forgot. Many times, this is the truth, right? You have taught this and that and that and that and that. But the student will say, did I learn that? When? I don't remember. That's what happens, right? There's a big gap between what you have taught. So instead of asking, what do I want to teach today? Ask yourself, what can my student do because of your teaching? That's the most important thing. So, not what teachers have taught. Assessment of what students can do. Okay? And give a feeling of achievement. Each time you check your students, they will feel, oh, I can do it. I feel good. I feel confident. I am happy. That's what I'm aiming. Increase confidence and motivate students. Okay. And can-do statement is like framework. It's like curriculum in a way. You know, it shows the development, right? And it's like evaluation system, how to check. It's also like setting standards, like it's like a proficiency test in a way. Okay, and you can use you can use standard A. Maybe you have your I don't know, in Japan, Aiken test, step test is so huge. We have a huge proficiency test system, and I'm sure you do too. So that might be standard A, or there must be some Cambridge YLE, Young Learners Exam, or there's a lot of different curriculum or different proficiency tests. But you can move from one to the other if the steps are very clear, right? You don't have to stay with one course book all the time or one proficiency test, but it's important for you to know the framework, right? Where you are going. How far do you want to go by the end of elementary school age of 12, right? Okay, and I have been interested in this can-do statement kind of thing for a long time. In 1990, I already published things like that. Okay, and this is the example of my former book, but it's okay. Okay, so although weekend goals are not proficiency tests, just to give you some idea of the levels, that weekend, student book 1, 2, is after you study that, they can take in Japan, Aiken, it's called step test, in Japan, 4th level. And SB3, SB4, starter, 3rd, SB5, SB6, movers. YLE stands for Cambridge Young Learners Exam. And at MPI, at my place, my students are taking that so that we can compare. I heard that the Koreans are now starting to take it, but because maybe you have a very big testing system, you didn't take the Cambridge test so much, but it's good from the point of comparing with the students of other countries, right? And there are 25 countries that are participating in YLE at the moment. And very sadly, 25 countries, Japan is number 25. I'm very sad to announce, but I'm sure if Korean students start taking, they will go much, much, much better than our students. But of course, the European students are so much better, right? The CEFR is Common European Framework. So Common European Framework starts from A1, that's the lowest level, equals to movers level of Cambridge Young Learners Exam to June, second level in Japan. Well, flyers. I wanted to go to flyers and A2 level in Europe and second level in Japan, but it was too difficult. If you want to go to that level, flyers level, maybe it's possible in Korea because you have tried so hard in the last 10 years, 20 years, right? In this country, you have to know about all the basic grammar and about 1,800 words. That's the level of the European standard. So maybe how the can-do statement work? Like in Europe, can-do statement is such a common thing. Instead of making the test or proficiency exam, they like to make the statement of what students can do. Not failure, pass or fail, anything like that. The most important thing to know is what your student can do. Not fail or pass, right? Many parents in Japan are in parents are excited, right? Only when they pass. My child is a genius after all. So-and-so passed, so-and-so exam. But that's not the important thing, right? What can they do? So this is A1, the easiest European standard. Listening, I can understand simple direction to get from X to Y by foot or public transport, right? Where is the station? Then the students can tell the person how to get there. Or I can go to my school walking or by bus or something like that, right? Or reading, I can understand short, simple messages on postcards, for example, holiday greetings, spoken interaction. Spoken interaction, I can ask people for things and give people things, right? May I use your eraser or things like that, right? May I use your phone or spoken production, I can describe where I live. I live in so-and-so place. Or strategies, I can say when I don't understand. Oh, what? Or pardon? Or can you say it again? Or something like that. And writing, I can fill in a questionnaire with my personal details. I was born, I'm so-and-so years old, and all that. Okay, next please. And so this is, in Europe, they have the standard called A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. C1, C2 are very, very high, and it's for adults. So the children's language acquisition is within the A1 and A2 only. So the global scale, now in Europe, they go and work in many different countries, right? So they have what they call language passport. So they have, in Italian, I can do this and this. In French, I can do this and that, do that, right? And in Germany, I can do this and that. That's called language passport. That's the kind of world we are going into. So you have to know what your students can do, not what you have taught. Right? That's the important point. So I can understand and use familiar everyday expression and very basic phrases aimed at the satisfaction of needs of a concrete type. Well, these are written in a very detailed form. Can introduce him or herself. No. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this is Japanese Eiken, huge proficiency exam system. In Japan, this exam is done and offered in spring and autumn. In 1.5 million people take it, or something like that. At least 1 million students, little children, students, junior high, senior high, and adults too. Everybody takes this. Japanese people love tests, I think, which I don't like, And this is the example of the third level Eiken exam. Reading, I can understand sentences about daily topics such as sports and music. Or listening, I can listen to and understand the directions for going to a place. Speaking, I can talk about my likes and dislikes about animals, food, sports, etc. Writing, I can write a few sentences about myself, name, where I live, family. Easy? Okay. But if you have such a can-do statement, you still don't understand, right? You still don't know what to do. So I have made for children ages 3 to 12 years old, I have made 64 goals in every book. And by 6 levels, I made 384 goals. Okay? Next. And of the goals that you can see at the bottom of the right-hand side page all the time, one is called classroom achievement. Linguistic. You give the input and you check it. You sing a song, or you chant, or you read a story, or you practice phonics, and you check it. But that's not the end. The more important check is real-world goals, communication skills. And there are 192 goals of the classroom achievement goals and real-world goals, 192 goals. So what happens in Japan is there are many course books like Let's Go, or Super Kids, or English Time, or Hip Hip Hooray, or, those go, so and so. There are many course books and textbooks, and the teachers try very hard to teach, right? Do you remember? Or did you memorize? Or and you make a lot of cuts out, or you color everything, and then you go, yeah, okay, children, do this, do that, and teachers are all excited all the time. That's good. But when it comes to the exam or the test, many students feel like, do I know that? Or did you teach me that? Did you? So instead of that, this is the checking system that you check at end of every single lesson. These 2 pages are made for one lesson for about 50 minutes. But it's up to you. I don't know. In Korea, you study many more hours, so. Okay. And how to check? You can check it as a whole class. Okay, can you sing this song? And you look at it and say, okay, this whole class can do it, so let's check, okay? Everybody check. You can do it like that. Or group assessment. This is group A. Okay, you sing, and you ask the B group, is A group good? And then, okay, A group check. You can do that. Or pair assessment. You make pairs, and A stands up, or A checks B. A checks B, or B checks A. And you do check. That's fine. Or individual assessment. Everybody checks. And then teacher will finish that page. Okay. Or website encouragement or competition sharing. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm hoping that all over Asia, this weekend website is used, and there's some kind of competition among the children in Asia. Where are you? Can you do this and that? Or can you send me a postcard or whatever? Will be a lot of fun. And how to check? When you see 70-80% is achieved by majority of students, this is the European standard. European standard says that when the teacher feels that 70-80% of the students can do that, it's okay to check it. If you worry about the last 10%, there will be no checking, right? But if all the students fail, you can come back later, okay? If you think that, half of the students cannot achieve this goal today, you can go on and come back to it later, or you can do it again later. There will be some difficult ones or easy ones. So, okay, and double checks when students feel extra confident. You can do not one, but 1, 2. Maybe you can do, okay? Or different. You can give different color stickers, right? Okay. And, okay, so, activity time. Okay, so can you look at the sampler? Food. Okay, so, starter level is like a picture dictionary. in a way. And it has 642 words in sentences. All in sentences. I just feel that most picture dictionaries are useless. Sorry, McGraw-Hill has some picture dictionary, right, published. But most picture dictionaries are good, but for maybe for European students it's okay. But for Koreans and Japanese and for Thai people or for Chinese people, the grammar is so different. So I just feel that picture dictionaries are useful only when the words are introduced in sentences. Don't you feel like that? Because look at this, food, okay? Food. It says, do you like apples? Right? Do you have singular and plural forms in Korean? Do you? Do you say 1 apple, 2 apple, 3 apple, 4 apple? In Korean? Yes? Oh, yeah. In Japanese too. We say 1 apple, 2 apple, 3 apple, 4 apple. What's wrong? 1 book, 2 book, 3 book, 4 book. What's wrong? We don't have any things like books. It's so obvious, right? So English is stupid from that point of view, right? Like two, book. Fine, no, two. Already said two, right? 2 books. Redundant, huh? This is called redundancy. So, but, in English, it's decided. So, do you like apples, bananas? But you don't say, do you like beefs, right? Or cabbage. You don't say, do you like cabbages? Because you don't eat cabbage. You don't eat. You don't eat like that. That's what I was told. Do you like chicken? You have to say, if you say, do you like chickens? They have to be moving, koki, right? So do you like chicken or do you like chickens are 2 different things. When it's food, when the chicken are on the plate, cooked, they are chicken, they are not chickens, right? How can you teach anything like that? That is my big concern, right, as a teacher, because you don't know, as a non-native speaker, you don't know when to do it, right? Or dessert, or fish, hamburgers, hot dogs, meat, noodles. I hate this the most. Do you count noodles? And you don't count spaghetti, right? Don't count spaghetti, but count noodles, okay? Onions, oranges, pizza. Don't count pizza. Rice. But our students always say that, I can count rice, you know. I can look at each piece of rice. What's wrong? Salad? Don't count. Sandwiches? Count. Sandwiches. Soup? Don't count. Spaghetti? Don't count. Sushi? Don't count. Vegetables? Watermelon? Don't count, right? You don't eat watermelon. But we don't understand. And we don't like this. But we still have to teach that. So my policy is put everything in sentences so that we know singular, plural, and a or the. In Japanese, we don't have a or the. That's another stupid feature of English, right? A or the. Do you have that book? Do you have that book? Do you have a book? Who cares? Book is book. But in English, you have to keep that rule, right? They can see that they see something else. So, okay. This one is, okay, sing, okay, review, new topic, food, listen quietly, listen and point, listen and say, talk time. Number 4. Find the hidden letters G and Q. Where is G? And where is Q? Any idea? Where's G? Hidden letters G. And hidden letter Q. Good. Where is G? Good, good. G is on the left-hand side at the bottom, right? The blue, kind of grayish. G. And Q? Yes, it's like, what is it? Strawberry cake? Something cake. Now, find what's weird. What's weird? Only one. Some people said there are so many weird things in this picture, but only one. What's the weirdest? Yeah, hair, spaghetti hair, right? Spaghetti hair. That's what happens to many babies, don't you think?
Yeah.
When they're about 2-year-old, they always feed the spaghetti in their head. But these are mates. Find the hidden letters, and what's weird is on every single page, so that the children start talking. They are interested, and you have to ask them each time. They are so good at those kind of things, right? They are much faster than adults. Hey, this is weird, or this is, okay? And then you do meet and do rock, scissors, paper game, and individual attention time. I have written what's called individual attention time. I just feel, looking at the small children's class, this is for the kindergarten children or the younger children. I always told the teachers that give everybody a chance, and before they leave the classroom, make a line and ask like, okay, today's theme, so do you like sushi or individually? Otherwise, many children sing, and they play game, and they are happy. They just repeat after you, right? Do you like apples? Do you like apples? And when you ask individually, some kids will say, huh? Were you listening to me today? They were doing very well, but they are not that conscious, right? Individually, when they are little, they do the group activities very well, but when you give the individual attention, not all of them are so conscious about what they have learned. So that's the, activity for book 1, okay? So, let me start it, okay? Now, and you do this is book 1, talk time, and then you do the fun time. This is, as I said, this is linguistic input, okay? Linguistic input, and right-hand side, interaction, always, communication. So it says, listen, shout, yummy, or yucky, okay? Shall we try? Yeah. Okay, if you like it, please say, yummy, or yucky, okay? I like spaghetti. Yummy. I like cabbage. Yummy. I like sushi. Yummy. I like pizza. Yummy. I like onions. Yummy. I like noodles. Yummy. And one of the editors called Steve, he's British, he said that Yoko, it's very uneducational to write something like listen, shout, right? Don't most teachers say don't shout to the students all the time? I said, hi Steve, he's one of the 5 or 6 editors, right? He's British, so it's uneducational to say shout. I said, well, in Japan at least, there are some very shy students. And they talk like mosquitoes, right? And loud students are just loud, all the time. So no worries. But there are some shy students, and you cannot hear what they say. So from the beginning, sometimes you have to give these students some chances, right? So if they shout, yummy or yucky, that's good, right? because I used to take our students from our MPI English school to Australia. And many Australian host families, mamas, told us that if I give something to eat, I don't know whether they like it or not, because they don't say, and their face doesn't say anything, whether they like it or they don't like it. So I've been telling the students, like, at least say, if they eat Australian spaghetti, say yummy or yucky or whatever, you know. Be more expressive is a very important point for many Asian students, right? Also Thai students, I went to Thailand last month, and Thai students are very shy too. Maybe not Korean students. Are the Korean students shy? Yes. Oh, okay, good. Some students are. So, okay, now the next page, cookie jar chant, and then comes the cookie jar. And, I have to say one thing about this before I go. Cookie jar chant, look at the cookie jar chant. There's a who took the cookies from the cookie jar. Why are the who and cookies and cookie jar are in different colors? Do you know? Rhythm. Stress, right? All the stress words are who. Okay, everybody tap the table, okay? Who took the cookies from the cookie jar? Kai took the cookies from the cookie jar. Who, me? Yes, you. Not me. Then who took the cookies from the cookie jar? Okay, that's it. This is a big problem in Japan. And I can hear Korean English too. It's very flat. You know, many of our junior high school students especially reads like this, okay? The example of bad junior high school student. Who took the cookies from the cookie jar? Kai took the cookies from the cookie jar. That's very, very common. And I've been trying to kill that habit for many, many years. And this is the solution. I changed the colors from book 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 4. Where it has stress, the colors are changed. So please read with the stress, okay? I did that because we can't tell, you know. It's hard for a non-native speaker to tell where the stress comes. So when the color's different, always do this, or tap somebody else, okay? Somebody else. Or tap this, or jump, okay? Who took the cookies from the cookie jar? That's a very good way of catching the rhythm. And suddenly, your student's English sounds very much like good English. I guarantee that. I have been working on this for many, many years. The rhythm of English, good rhythm of English, sounds like native speaker, okay? Now, next page. Next page. Next page. Next page. Okay, so, words. And then, fun time. So let's do goal 45. I can point to and say 5 kinds of food, okay? Okay, so make pairs. Please try with somebody. I can point to and say 5 kinds of food, okay? Make pairs and 1, A. Somebody, A or B. Please become A. Who is A? A, and the other person is B. B, okay? Now, A. Point to and say 5 kinds of food. Anything is okay. Okay? And B is the person who checks, okay? Check. This is the pair checking. Pair checking, okay? If the A is good, you will say, you are very good. Okay? Good job. And then A can check. Make a check here. That's the checking, okay? Goal 45. Okay, let's go. Okay. A, point to and say 5 kinds of food. Okay, just point and say 5 kinds of food. Easy, right? Easy. Only 5, okay? 5. Did B say good job or good? And then A check. Okay, A checks. A makes a check. Okay? Now, B. B point to and say 5 kinds of food. Okay. B. Easy, right?
What was the number? What was the number for this time? 3?
5. Just 5. Okay. Same goal. 5. Point to and say 5 kinds of food. You just say cherry or cookies, whatever. Spaghetti or sushi, and just 5. Okay? Easy, right? Easy. Can-do statement must be easy enough because it's not trying to fail the students, right? It is seeking for the reasons to praise the students and give them confidence. That's the most important thing. So anybody can do this, right? Easy, easy, easy peasy, right? And now, count from 1 to 10 and back, right? So this is group A and this is group B, okay? So A, count from 1 to 10 and then 10 to 1, okay? 1, 2, 3, go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1.
Okay. Group B, was group A good? Somebody says not so good. So, group B, okay? Louder and clearly, more clearly. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good! Was B good?
Yes.
Then you can say, okay, B, go ahead and check, okay? Or you can make a more difficult task, okay? Now, this time, group A, okay? You have to say 1 orange, 2 apples, 3 hamburgers, 4 sandwiches, 5, okay? And then go all the way to 10, and then 10 to back, okay, to 1 orange. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, go!
1 orange, 2 apples, 3 hamburgers, 4 sandwiches, 5 carrots, 6 onions, 7 bananas, 9 cookies, 10 potatoes, 9 cookies, 6 cherries, 7 bananas, 6 onions, 5 carrots, 4 sandwiches, 3 hamburgers, 2 apples, 1 orange.
B, was A good? Okay, good. So you can change the goal a little bit according to the level of your students, right? If it's more fun, so you can do the individual checking. If your class has only 3 students, you can do individual checking easily, right? But if you have like 8 students, then 4 and 4 group checking will be good. Or you can do pair checking anytime. If you have 30 students, 40 students, you can do pair checking. Or you can do the whole class checking, right? If you don't have time. Okay, class, let's say this, okay? 1 orange, 2 apples, 3 hamburgers, and all that. And oh, you're wonderful students. Because the teacher is so good. Okay, no, but anyway, you can say whole class, you check. So, checking is okay. The purpose is, I said 100 times already, but to give the students the confidence and pleasure of learning. I want to do more. What's the next goal, right? Okay, so, next please. And then we go to, okay. This is book 3. So I know that on page 17, I know you all teach something like comparison, right? This is book 3, comparison. Cute. Okay, let's read it. 1, 2, 3. Cute, cuter, the cutest. Scary, scarier, the scariest. Fast, faster, the fastest. Big, bigger, the biggest. And when we did the launch in Tokyo and Osaka, I told the audience, let's do this with your bodies, okay? So, can you stand up, please, okay? And use your body, okay, to learn grammar. So can you do fast, okay? Fast! Is everybody fast? Fast? Okay, now do faster than your partner, okay? Okay, the 1, 2, 3, faster! Now do the fastest. Faster! Okay. Were you the fastest? Okay, now do big. Okay, big. It has to be big. Big. Now, what's bigger? Bigger. Bigger. And the biggest. Bigger. Okay. Now, scary. Scary. Ooh, scary. Scarier. The scariest. Did you do something? I was the only one? No. Now, cute. Cute. Cuter? The cutest. Do you know what my student did? When I did this, my students did cute, cuter, the cutest. Okay, thank you very much. I did that, and I had 3 people or 4 people come up and do that in front of the audience. And after the workshop, 3 people came up to me with the same question. What was the question? Mrs. Matsuka, they said, okay? You said, fast, faster, the fastest. Do your students understand? Don't you translate? I said, no, I never ever translate. I teach English in English. I have always taught English in English, no matter what. Children, junior high school students, senior high school students, university students. Teaching English in English is the most important thing for me, because I want to create a generation where they've been taught English in English. In Japan, many people have gone through the stages of English learning where the teacher has translated everything, right? And explained about the grammar for a long time, right? Cute. これは、形容詞の、非課級の言及です。キューター。これは、非課級の、なんとかなんとかで、the cutest というのは最上級になりますね。ですから、when you go to their class, you don't know whether it's a Japanese class or English class, right? Very hard to tell. Although it's very, I don't know how they understand, but I knew that when they did cuter, the cutest, I know that they can tell the meaning by their sense, right? They have some kind of sense to understand what the teacher wants to tell you. So try to teach English in English, right? But you have to have the technique to do it. The most important thing for students is to have the experience of using it, right? So, okay. And now, let's try this one. I can chant the sea animals chant. You know? It's goal 147. And chant the sea animals chant, you have the CD so they can practice, right? I think a dolphin is cute. I think a seahorse is cuter than a dolphin. So changed colors are the stressed words, right? So I think a baby seal is the cutest. That's my opinion. I think the baby seal. Don't you think the baby seals are so cute? With the round eyes. I think a baby seal is the cutest. I think whales are fast. I think sharks are faster than whales. I think dolphins are the fastest, right? This is glance. My co-author's idea. He's a yachtman. He knows a lot about sea animals. So he said the dolphins are the fastest. I said, are you sure? I said, aren't the whales faster? He said, no, dolphins are the fastest swimmer in the sea. If you don't believe, please check the internet. Okay. Okay, now, can you go? So that's the sea animal chant. If they can say it, if 70 or 80% of the students can say it, that's okay. Check it. Okay? Check it. And say 2 things I think about two sea animals. So they have to say, okay, can you tell your partner 2 things about what you think about 2 sea animals? I think, I think, Okay, A, raise your hand. A. Okay, can you tell B 2 things you think about sea animal? 2 sea animals, okay? I think, are fast or cute or... Okay, go. I think. Okay, let me ask this man, let's this lady, what do you think about sea animals?
I think dolphin is cute.
Dolphin? Dolphins are cute. Oh, I think dolphins are cute. Okay. What about you? What do you think?
I think the starfish is prettier than the octopus.
What? Octopus
Yeah.
are prettier than... starfish are prettier than octopus. Okay. There's no good or bad or correct answers, right? Because this has I think. And I think is the weakest point of Japanese students, right? They don't have any opinion. If I say, what do you think? They have to say, takes forever. Right? So I'm always saying, if you say, I think, there's no correct answer. So just say. You can say that I think octopus is, an octopus is prettier than squid. That's fine, okay? There's no correct answers. I think is such an important thing to teach, right? But many Japanese students, when they say, what do you think? They are either too serious or too shy, right? They don't know how to express their feelings or opinion, right? Okay, so and in this activity on the right hand side, can you listen to 3 hints and guess which sea animal it is? So B, okay, B. Okay, give 3 hints and have your A person to guess which animal this person is thinking about. 3 hints. Don't say it's a starfish, right? Okay, no. Just give hints. 3 hints to A. Okay, please go. It's Did you say good or ping-pong or something? Ping-pong. Okay, playing something like 3 hints game is a very important language activity, right? Because they have to think. They have to guess. And guessing is one of the most important thing about language learning, right? If they don't guess, they will not understand anything. If they stop guessing, that's the end of the language learning. So you have to do a lot of hint games. It's a very important thing to do. And they can say anything, right? I know that some children are very funny, right? When I play the 3 hints game, if they are about 8 or 9 years old, they usually give the kind of hint that so that you will never get the answers, right? They want to be the champion so that nobody understands or nobody guesses. My hints were so hard. Right? You know, they will say that, oh, I eat it, and then you don't know which one you eat. Or my mother cooks it. You don't know what. So making very good hint is a kind of social training too, right? In your everyday life, you do a lot of guessing, right? And I noticed that these children, 8 or 9 years, very competitive, and they want to be champion of some kind, right? So if they are like that, they are not socially developed yet, right? You have to achieve the goal so that the person A can guess it easily, right? That's the social training. But you can use that kind of thing, you can achieve that kind of thing through teaching English, right? You are developing, after all, you are developing all your students in a whole way, not only teaching English, right? Because when you help children, you help. Okay, so let's go to the handout. Life's ups and downs. Can you find life's ups and downs in the handout? In this series, every student book has CD, homework CD.
Life's ups and downs. Finding out time. Exercise 1. Listen and practice, then test a partner. Irregular verbs.
What good things happened to you last year? I wonder if things happened to you last year.
We lost a soccer match by 8. I caught a cold elevator.
Okay, so you first practice this. Okay,
Test your partner.
yeah, test your.
Partner.
Okay, this is the linguistic input, right? Remember, on the left-hand side, and after that you go to the right-hand side, which is interaction or communication, right? So you ask, what happened to you yesterday or last week or last month or last year, right? And to me, the most important thing for us to teach the children is to make comments, right? It's very bad. Lots of times this happens. What happened to you last year? I broke my leg. No reaction, right? Too sad. Life is sad. Don't be like that. That's what I have to teach my Japanese students all the time. Say something. I want a game, baseball game. It's too sad, isn't it? Congratulations. So let's practice the comments. I'm constantly teaching comments because it's important to react to people. That's interaction, right? You have to. I have checked all the other course books, but none of the course books teach something like this again and again and again. I have taught comments, make comments all the time. Because, okay, so let's practice congratulations. Congratulations. So did I. How nice. Sorry about that. How scary. So, everybody, person A, okay? Person A asks B, okay? What happened to you last year, okay? What happened to you last year? Please ask that question. Say something good, very good, or something very bad, okay? And then person B answers, and the A must say something like, congratulations, so did I, or how nice, or sorry about that, or how scary, or whatever you want, okay? Okay? Ask, what happened to you last year? Okay, go. That's a bad attitude. Okay, so let me ask, what happened to you last year?
I made a boyfriend and we fell in love with together.
Oh, I met a boyfriend. Congratulations! What happened to you last year?
I studied hard.
You studied hard. That's great. Good. That's a good. What happened to you last year?
My husband broke his leg and so he had an operation.
Oh, her husband broke his leg. So he had an operation. That's too bad. You know what happens in Japan? I hope it's not the same in Korea. But when we ask that kind of question, what happened to you last year? Nothing. Nothing in particular. Be more expressive, right? You have to teach again and again. I ate the best ice cream in the world. Anything is okay. I bought many CDs. That's okay. Anything is small is okay. They will think about, what happened to me last year? And then come up, 別に. That means nothing in particular, right? So common. Do you find the same? They will say, especially getting bad when worsen when they are 10 or 11 or 12. So it's not good for international communication, right? You have to be more expressive, and when they say something, you have to say congratulations or too bad or that's great or something, right? You know, many mothers are mad in Japan, right? What do you want to eat for dinner tonight? Nothing in particular, right? So, okay, next, let's go to book 5. So, let's go to, you skip many pages. I asked to print many book 4, so let's go to 62, page 62, where it says, speaking and conversation. So book 5. And I have the only copy as an author. Okay, so you go again, higher, the highest. Fast, faster, the fastest. Big, bigger, the biggest. Tall, taller, the tallest. Old, older, the oldest. Good, better, the best. Okay? This is a grammar practice, right? So, and when they are in the 5th grade or when they are older, well, this is book 5. If their students are older, they might not want to do it. Anything silly, right? They are so sophisticated by that time. So if